Hello, hello, hello. Hello. How is everyone doing? I am trying to figure something out, so hold on for a second. If I can find one. Let's see. Maybe. Hello, Patty. Hi, John, James. Hello, Midnight. Hello. Now we're in trouble. No, someone was telling me that ads were starting in some of my videos, so I was looking for an old one because I was not aware of that, nor was I notified. Or so I was gonna check it out. Has anyone else noticed ads showing up? So I was just gonna check out an older video if I can find one. Guess I'll come in here. Let's see. Ah, and oh, John, what you do? What you cussing up to? Now we're in trouble. Uh-oh. I have a paid subscription. Oh, you don't see ads. Okay. Same way with Nikki, too. No, I can't remember who was telling me. Hi, Tammy. Yeah, you don't see ads either. Really? Is that how that works? Yeah, I'm very foolish when it comes to this. So I have no clue. Hope everyone is doing well. And in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Okay, James. Yeah, I'm just got an old video and I'm just checking. I do pay. I do have ads. I don't pay for it, so ah, yeah. I'm about to crochet too. I got my tea. You see me over here looking. I'm looking at the other monitor to see if there's commercials that show up. I'm curious how many they're putting in my videos. I have a cool story I'll tell in a little while when more people jump in. Okay, John. We do love stories. We do love stories. Put my phone plug in so I can charge my phone. I'm all ready for tomorrow's walk. Guess who's going to be coming? Oh, nice. I haven't mailed your other thing yet. I'm waiting to see Sin. Yes, and I commented. I seen it. I like the flag too. I do, I do, I do. Yeah, that's where I was just before coming in here. So baby's got to come for a walk with me tomorrow, and she is not used to walking on a leash, so this ought to be interesting on tomorrow's walk. Don't let him get close to the fire hydrant. Uh, Actually, I'm not going to be walking on this street tomorrow. I am going um, to a place called Big Run, and I'm going to do a walk, my walk there tomorrow morning. All it is just like a walking park. Got a couple of picnic tables, but it's in the woods, and they have paths. I think it's, I think it's tarred paths, but yes, the car got running today. My husband charged the battery, so I'm not driving. But my husband's he wants to get out of the house, so I asked about, hey, how about just take me to Big Run? And he said, all right, sure. He wants to get out of the house. I doubt he'll walk, but he'll hang out in the car and listen to his tunes for a half hour or whatever. So tomorrow's going to be a little different, but baby's coming. I got her leash and her collar out, her harness. She hates being on the leash, so we'll see how she does on a walk with me. I don't think it'll go well, but we'll see. Yeah, but we've taken him to Big Run before in the past, and he's like a crazy a crazy dog. But he does get to go. Baby doesn't leave the house. He does get to go out of the house and go places. So baby doesn't. Baby's always in the house or in the backyard. So this time it's baby's turn. Oop, 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 oop. Started my walk today and ran into a neighbor lady. She said another neighbor told her that. Wait a minute, did I miss that? Another lady told her what? That back at the start of summer, I looked like I was on deathbed, barely moving. Now he says, oh, then you got some good news today then. Well, good for you, John. I'm glad to hear that. See, you're getting healthier. Yay. Well, that was awesome. It's good to have someone tell you you're looking better and healthier, stronger, and so that's awesome. It's awesome news. And we all need to hear that. It makes our day. We know that all the hard work of going forward on this journey is actually noticed. People notice. Hi, Pena. Hi, Patty. That is so great. I'm happy for you, John. Was that the story you had for us? Was that the story? Hey, Jen. Good to see you. I love telling the positives. I had so many years of negative stories. Yeah. Well, that's good and positive. I bet you that made your day. Puffed out your chest a little bit. Hi, Kay. I'm doing better. I feel like I'm getting better, stronger. A little cough still, but that's always the last thing. Yeah, Sean had a nice victory. I could just imagine that big smile he had when someone said that. Yeah, 20-year-old. Y'all need to hear that kind of stuff. Or someone said, compare me to a 20-year-old. It'd make my day, that's for sure. It would make my day. I love it when I go to a store and I'm like, oh, that is awesome. 65, 65 years old, and you're going to card me? Yeah. Then they have to say, yeah, but we have to card everybody. Well, why'd you have to tell me that part? I don't want to hear that part. I want to hear that you thought I was under 21 and you had to card me. Hey, Nifty. Welcome, welcome. Yeah. Then she did this little dance. Show me how the other neighbor danced when he was talking about the 20-year-old part. I'm so glad they compared you to a 20-year-old. That's great. I've been so sick all week, though. Well, I shouldn't say so sick, just a cold. I think after a while it just gets to you. Like, when is this ever going to end? For me, I'm still working on, if you're asking me, I'm still working on that blanket for baby. I mean, blanket, her sweater. I'm just putting in the ends. I'm going to start whipping them together. It's great when people notice our progress. Boy, baby snoring up a storm. For a little tiny dog, she can snore very loud. I'm so happy for John. Nope, tomorrow. She's going for a walk with me tomorrow. But she spent a lot of time outside too today. So I should say more than usual. She spent more than usual outside. Well, of all you that's on the keto or carnivore, has anyone said you're looking good or what have you done? Anyone take notice of anything? Does anyone know if a pet has ever used? Oh, that's interesting. Well, I today using mine. Baby came and sat on my lap. The second drawing already happened, and it was it's not you. It was oh, I forget her name. Sin. What's Sin's full name? Cindy Simpson. She comes in here quite a bit. Um, I did take a picture of it. Um, Sim Cindy Johns 8777. Yeah, Sim Sin SIMSYNJOHNS. But her name is Cindy. Oh no, you're at it again. Yes. Yes. Yep. Went to Walmart, did a little bit of shopping. Yeah, he had to charge it overnight, and then it started right up. Oh wow, I've lost 3 pounds this week. Yay! And have been eating bacon and beef every day. I rolled up steak straps with a small pickle and a bit of cheese and wrapped with bacon. Oh my gosh, so yummy. Well, awesomeness. Great news. Everyone's got great news. The house baby. Oh, that's Michelle. I want to know how baby's doing. Baby Junior. Hi, Mason. Yeah, 3 pounds is great. I love hearing those victories. I love it when people get victories. I think it's great. So that's two victories today. Anybody else got? So is Julie on that one earlier? So is Julie on that one? No, she did not come. Are you talking about Julie Wilds or whatever? She never came by to claim, never sent me an email or anything. So we pulled another name after, what was it, 4 days? I waited 4 days, and now we're waiting on Cindy. I've never seen that Julie person in any of the lives, so, or any. Hey, Janice. I didn't make it out to the other Barbara today, so I guess that's a victory of sorts. Yeah. How are you doing, Janice? Oh, Barbara Jean's here too. Yay. Lisa, hello, hello, hello. That was supposed to read hello, Barbara Jean. Turn on, Barbara Jean, turn on. Turn on, Barbara Jean. It's supposed to be hello. Oh, good. Yeah, I feel better than I did yesterday. Yesterday, oh, and this morning, mm-mm-mm. I am doing good. Just did some chores and babysat my 3 year old grandson a few hours. Oh, I got drugged out of my restless. I got drugged out by my restless teenager. I just wanted to stay home and get some steps in now. Oh, okay. I was like trying to figure this out, like drugged, and she's okay with that. It's funny how typos can seem, huh? I was like thinking, what does she mean? Is she okay? She got drugged by her teenage kid? Uh, what kind of drug did she take? Did he put it in her drink? Did he give her some candy and didn't tell her? My kids got me drugged. One of my kids had some gummies or something, and it was a brand new pack, and I said, and it was Sour Patch Kids or something. And they said, sure, here. So I took them and I started eating that pack. It was just a small pack. I started eating it and eating it. One of my kids said, um, Mom, don't eat too many of those. And I said, why? Oh, shit. Yeah, it was that marijuana candy. And I didn't know about it. And I don't get high or anything. But boy, did I thought I was going to die. I was like, I need to go to the emergency room. I keep forgetting to breathe. I need to go to the emergency room. They kept saying, Mom, you don't need to go to the emergency. Yes, I need to go to the emergency room. I don't like this feeling. I just want to sleep. I know it's not good. She has a hard enough time. They don't want that much less. It's scary. I thought it was just Sour Patch Kids candy, but it was not. I did that when I walked in a bakery and it turned out to be edibles. I had no idea they had. I did not know they had bakeries like that. Oh, I swear, I think it was forever. It was like I kept. I was getting paranoid. Like I kept forgetting to breathe. It's like, oh my God, how long was it since I took my last breath? And my kids were laughing at me and saying, Mom, you're all right. You're all right. You shouldn't have ate that many, but you're all right. Shit, I did an overdose of edibles. I'm gonna die. Take me to the emergency room right now. And they're all like, Mom, no. It's against the law in Texas. You'll go to jail. I work for the jail. Yep, be arrested and go to my own jail. And it'd be a mistake. Who's gonna believe me it was a mistake? Think about it. You go to the emergency room thinking you were eating candy. It wasn't. It was edibles. And you go, I didn't know. They're going to think you're such a liar. I didn't know. And no one would take me to the emergency room. So I had to keep saying, all right, breathe. All right, it's been a second, breathe. I was counting my breaths, trying to focus on the clock. All right, breathe. Oh, you work for a jail too, Janice? Yeah, I retired from one. Oh, the problem is most of the cops on the dang force, if I was to call the ambulance, the cops show up. I'm going to know them. That could have gone down bad. I'm glad that the ones at the house, because if I would have been by myself, I would have called the police, called the ambulance. And then someone probably would have been still sitting in jail for bringing it into my house. Okay, I didn't know. What? Huh? No, no. Oh, wow. Thank you. Aw, thank you, Keto. Thank you, Dustin. That's so super sweet. Yeah, we're celebrating. Some people here, one person lost 3 pounds. Another one walked 2 miles today and got a compliment that he looked like a 20-year old, that he was looking good. All these great victories today. God, you made my day, Dustin. Thank you. What nice words. Oh, you did? Hello, Squeaky Monkey. Welcome, welcome. Ah, and you're just kind. 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, right, Dustin? Yay, I got it right. I'm learning your schedule. 10 a.m. You hear that, everyone? I'll be there. Do it before my walk. I'll watch you before my walk tomorrow. Do you know how to put his link? Yeah, I should be able to put his link. Hold on. I gotta get into YouTube. Keto Simple. Hmm. Yeah. Yep, yep, yep. Oh, okay. I thought you were asking me. It's like, of course I know how. I thought maybe you couldn't do it for some reason. I think my mind is still working under those edibles after all this time. That was like years ago. I was going to do it. Y'all beat me. Yeah, if anyone has their own channel, just ask me or one of the mods, and we'll post it for you. We have no problem doing that. We don't mind. I'm a strong believer in community and helping each other out. Oh, you have an edible story? Yeah. I can tell people now because I don't live in a state that's illegal for it. Just checked out your channel and subscribed. Looks interesting. I'll check it out. Yeah, he's got a good channel, John. I've caught his lives a couple of times and I like it. You have an edible story too. I have an edible story, but I only ate the foot of the gummy bear and it didn't do nothing. Christopher's girlfriend told me not to eat any more than that at a time. Yeah, I was just eating the package. The package was almost gone, and when the kids took it away from me, say, "Mom, what are you doing? You just ate like 5 times more than you're supposed to." Best hash brown recipe from Dustin. Oh, I thought you were handing out um, edible recipes. I was gonna write it down. Am I literally the only one who has never smoked, tried, ate, done anything with any type of drug? It's not something I do on a regular basis at all. Um, Mostly I tried it when I was younger, not nowadays, at least not that I'm aware of. Edibles left on the table got my daughter taken away from going to Thanksgiving at her dad's for 6 years. Ooh, hello all. Hello, Mombi. Welcome to the channel. All right, you wonderful people. Going to try and get this news recipe video edited and up for Wednesday. Well, thank you for stopping by. And thank you for the wonderful tip. Thank you, thank you. Like I said, I only ate his foot. Yeah, Jen, you can post your channel. There you go. And if you want to do that a few times a night, go ahead, Jen. I never inhaled. There you go. I never inhaled. My husband does. I don't. I don't need drugs. Yeah, exactly. I'm goofy enough without that stuff. Or when I'm not sick, I'm goofy. Let's put it that way. I remember when I was like, I don't know, in my 20s, I guess I was about 20 years old. I did acid, paper acid, and that one time, that was a weird trip. I'll tell you, that was a weird trip. Oh, it was just weird. Um, I remember bits and pieces of it. I remember I took it without realizing what it was at first because I had never taken it before. Someone just said, "Here, take this," and I did, and then they told me what it was, type of thing, and I was just freaking out. I had a parakeet, and when it hit me, I thought I was the size of the parakeet inside of the cage, and the parakeet kept like trying to do this with his head, and I thought he was trying to headbutt me. And then suddenly we lost the power. We lost the power. Everyone lost power. And I thought I went blind. And I started freaking out really bad. Look at all this. Huh. I guess I can truthfully say I've never been high or drunk in my life. I was always afraid it was loose in my lip. Yeah. Oh, Squeaky, I bet you they're cute then. Maybe the parakeet was feeling whatever was happening to you or knew the power was going to go off. I know, right? Those are, I remember, and then I remember once the power went out, somebody that I know, I don't remember who it was, or someone I don't know, but I was in the back of somebody's van, and it had windows only on the back doors that opened up, and it didn't have seats or anything, so I was sitting on the floor. And I remember he'd go over a bump deliberately. He was trying to do all the bumps because he thought it was funny that a couple of us girls that were in the back would go up in the air. Yeah, we were all tripping. That was so stupid. But that was the only time. But like I said, I knew that I took it after the fact. I used to smoke pot years and years ago, but the problem with me doing that was I thought I could read everyone's minds or their thoughts. So I'd be sitting there looking at people because everyone was quiet, and I thought for sure I could hear what they were saying. Crap, I went to the bathroom and I missed this. What were you high on, Grandma? It was like when I was in my 20s. Well, I'm going back like 40 years ago. I did paper acid. I didn't know about it until after I took it. I thought they were giving me like a mint or something. And after I took it, they all thought it was, oh, I can't wait to see her. Because I never do stuff like that. So they were all having fun. They were all doing it too, though. But yeah, you never know what I'll fess up to. But I really thought I was in the cage of that parakeet. I remember that. I thought somehow I shrunk and was inside that cage and he was trying to eat me because he kept going, trying to peck me. That was such a weird thing. Uh, and I have gotten drunk a few times too. But that was years ago when I was younger. My problem is when I get drunk, I'll say anything. If someone dares me to do something, I'll do it. I don't care. It's like you only live once. Let's do it. I have no inhibitions at all. I'm totally. It's like a. So I don't trust myself when I drink, so I can't drink. I learned that in my 20s. I can't drink. I do stupid stuff. I've been sober from alcohol for 9 years. Well, good for you. Awesome. I hope you celebrate those victories. That victory, because that's an awesome victory. I never had a problem with drink. Let me rephrase that. I never had a problem where, not drinking, like I could stop drinking. I wasn't addicted to it, but when I drank, I always got into trouble. So, in that sense, I have a problem drinking. So, I got to be careful. So, if I was to do something or drink, as soon as I slightly feel it, I stop. Drugs animals can actually feel and it affects them. I am unhinged when I drink, so I had to quit. Yeah, my teenage daughters did that to me several times. Did what to you, Janice? Get you high? I don't think my kids would ever give me any more, you know, edibles again. The longest I went without drinking was 15 years. Wow, awesome. Well, I might not have an addiction to alcohol, but I do have an addiction and I'm trying to break it. And I think it's a struggle, and some people it's worse of a struggle than what I have. Um, some people swear that they do. All I know is you don't want to eat more than you should because you'll act real strange. Uh, you might want to go to the hospital. It's turning into a real a thing nowadays too. Like like things like mushrooms and stuff. There's a lot of psychiatrists that actually have it where you can go see them and they'll give you mushrooms. And yeah, they were with bad dates. Some left them stranded. I know a lot of people with, there was a woman that I knew that was, she's gone now. She did pass away. She passed away of breast cancer. But when she was going through the treatments, she did, she did marijuana. And she said that it did help with some of the pain, but it was mostly it helped with her nausea. All right, goodbye, Lisa. Sweet dreams. Yeah, I don't. I'm the same way, Janice. I avoid it where I can. You know, I've had a few weird mishaps. When I was younger, I did the alcohol and smoked pot, but it was more trying it. I think they are doing that for anxiety, at least studying it. Yeah, I remember Prince. What's his name? I can't. Prince Harry. He did mushrooms with some psychiatrist, and it might have been for anxiety. He was having a hard time coping with his mother's death years after her death, and had other issues, and it was helping him. Look at you! You come out to visit? You come out to visit? Huh? Did you come out to visit? Did you come out to visit? Look at Mama. Look at Mama bought for you today. Don't worry. Don't worry. No, 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 no. No, Mama wants to fit it before tomorrow. You're gonna be fine. You'll be fine. It's okay. It's okay, baby. Mama's gonna be right here with you. You don't have to worry about it. But if you fight me, I'll get all confused and it'll take longer. You don't want it to take longer. No, you don't want it to take longer. Now, do you? No, you don't want it to take longer. I just want to make sure that it fits you so we can do this tomorrow. Yeah, don't be shaky. Mama's sorry. All right, we got that under there. That's that way. That goes there. Don't tell me it's too small. How that can it be too small? Am I having a ditz moment right now, baby? Am I having a ditz moment? You just wait. You just give Mama a minute. Just give Mama a minute. I gotta figure it out for tomorrow, baby. Oh, just a minute. Just a minute. Everything will be great. I promise. And you're gonna love this. Can't unlatch that. There, there. Yeah, see this? See, that isn't so bad. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. See? There. I like this one better than the emotional support one. There. 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 You look so pretty. Like, nope. Uh, she's like, nope, I'm out of here. At least I got it on her. It's the right size. She's got another one, but it's the emotional support one because she's my support dog. You're okay. I just wanted to check it out. Honest, I promise you. And it looks lovely. It's so pretty. It's okay. You want me to take it off? Come back. Come back out here. She's like, don't. She's mad at me now. I won't see her for a week. It's okay. She is looking at me like she is so mad. Actually, I'm taking her for a walk with me tomorrow. And I had her other vest, but it's an emotional support vest, but it's real bulky on her. And I wanted something that was a little bit more casual, easier, not as bulky. They don't make non bulky harnesses for dogs, especially when they're for tiny dogs. The drug topic, Nikki. Have a nicotine addiction. That's all I need right now. I don't need any other. I don't think the last time I drank was like a year ago during Halloween. It was some pumpkin spice drink. Want me to take it off? Shall I take it off? How about if I take it off? Okay? Yes, I'll take it off. See? See? Let me take this side off. Yeah, let me take this side off. There. See? There. You're released from your prison. You should have let her get used to it. She's really mad. I don't want to be mad too long. There, you want to take it out? All right. At least I know it fits you. Yes, I know it fits you. Now I wonder how long it'll take for her to come out of her little cave. It's okay. You want to come see Mama? You want to come love on Mama? She's mad. She's mad. Nikki, she's mad at me. You got to dress her. Baby up a fire hydrant. Oh, that's funny. Eventually she'll come out, yeah. She's flipping you the ball. Come on out here, baby. Mama wants to love on you. You're so pretty. Yes, you're a pretty girl. You're a pretty girl. Yes, you are. You're pretty. Yeah, she's not happy. She's not happy. Baby, you're okay. You really are okay, baby. You wanna come see mommy? Nope. Hi, Michelle. How's baby? Aw. But you know what? That could change. Because that's the way it was with that was the way it was with baby too. She got more attached to my husband, but that changed. Although if he was up right now and my door was open, she'd go flee to him. And he might be calmer too, because they'll stick with a person that seems calmer. Are you ever gonna forgive me? Yeah, and that's why he's clinging to him right now. He feels his calm energy. He's getting more calmer. My husband is more calm person and takes things easy. Yeah, that's why. You can't be hyper or anything around baby. You have to have a very calm disposition. They feed off that. They can sense it. Yeah, your voice has to be soft, everything. Because they're a very nervous dog, but once they connect to their person, that it's different. Yeah, that could help. Yeah, just be sure that you have calming energy. Yeah, you don't want to raise your voice and say, no, 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 no. You don't even want to do that. Because all they'll hear, they won't know what you're talking about, but they'll hear that you're upset with them. Has any of those last pounds of weight to hit that? I wish I had that problem, but sometimes we naturally sabotage. Is that the word I'm looking for? Ourselves. I think I've done that before. Hello. Coming here to eat. I remember now who you remind me of.
What?
Um, Ozzy Osbourne's daughter.
I could kind of see that.
You know who I mean?
Yeah.
Kelly Osbourne. Yeah. Yeah, my granddaughter colored her hair. She reminds me of Kelly Osbourne. I'm never gonna get baby to come out and let me try this sweater on her. She's still giving me the evil eye in there. Silly Sally swiftly shooed 7 silly sheep. Yeah, if she gets used to it. I know she'd just love it if she would, because she's always cold. When I was younger, I used to practice them. There was a couple of them. She sells seashells by the seashore. And yeah, John, when you are at your ideal maintenance, it's just an extension of your journey.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Well,
I just like you to go water.
nice. Very nice. Oh, that's cute. Live chat. There we go. Yeah, Emma is in the room. She's eating. She comes in here to eat. She comes in here to eat. Sounds crunchy. What are you eating?
I'm eating this meal.
Uh, Party time with Emma. Yes. Wondering if you'd see those or not. She said is. Is that what you said, quesadillas?
Yeah.
So is that something that your mom got you for lunch? Did she get you them?
No, she got something.
Oh, she's looking for you.
Mm-hmm.
If I could get this through one pattern repeat, I'd be happy. Yes, I am going to do meatloaf. That's one of the reasons why I went to Walmart today. I got, I probably could find a candle if I wanted to, but it was to get the pork rinds for my meatloaf. And I got picked up some more hamburger too. Yeah, I'll video me making it. It's just a simple. So I don't do the whole heavy whipping cream in with the pork rinds, and I don't do that. I just I probably do it a little bit different because it's carnivore than what I would do my own. But I'm going to experiment. No, I didn't get no. There's some recipes out there that you take heavy whipping cream and you soak your pork rinds in it, and then you make your meatloaf. I'm not doing it that way. I'm not using heavy. I didn't buy any heavy whipping cream. I got a secret recipe to take care of that. And I do it to all my. I don't use crackers in my meatloaf. I've always used bread. But I'm not using bread this time. I'm using pork rinds. Now, this has come down from generation to generation. Butter icing. Yeah, that's what I'm going to put on top of it is butter, actually. I'm not going to decorate it or anything with butter, but oh, what did I just do that for? I didn't need to do that, but I did it. So now I got to feel. Hi, Amy. Welcome, welcome. No, what I use instead of the milk, I use water, Mason. It's been done that way in my generation for awesome. I mean, awesome. For generations. My mother did it, my grandmother did it. But they also use things like tomato sauce and all that type of stuff. I might, it's my birthday. Maybe I'll take the chance for an extra carb, but we'll see. Probably not, because I'm trying to be very strict. I can't talk myself into being. If I do that for my birthday, I'll start saying, "Oh, you can do it for Christmas. You can cheat for Christmas." Yep, eggs, breadcrumbs, seasoning, ground beef, never dry. No, mine's never dry anyway.
Am I allowed to go on earthquake issues?
Yes, the earthquake machine.
And I won't like fall off and like end up in the middle of the earthquake.
I hope not. Just don't play rough with it. I don't know. The earthquake machine. Emma Emma just came in to ask me if she could exercise on the earthquake machine. Yeah, sometimes I use Warshire. Yeah. I don't know about most carnivores, but I do use spices in my meal prep and stuff. I do use the garlic and all that stuff. Yeah, she's gonna go do it. It's in the living room. I keep it in the living room. Can I use the earthquake machine? Ugh, kids. Yeah, yeah. I'm not gonna deny spices. I mean, I'm not that kind of strict carnivore. I don't do a lot of them. Like I'm not gonna do sugar and cinnamon, type of stuff. But we love stories. Who's got a story? And do not compare your younger self with where you are now. I so struggle with that after getting diagnosed. The feelings like I've let myself and others down. Yeah. Oh, nobody voted on my poll. My mother also told me that my father's mother set his balls on fire because she was angry at him. She sells she she sells seashells by the seashore for your choice. Oh, that poor guy. First, he has his dick cut off because he lost his finger, and his dick became his finger, and then his balls were on fire. She set his balls on fire. That guy had not a chance in hell. Yeah, that poor father. Did I mention the image of a dick as a finger is not my left mind, yet my strange little place? Ever since I've heard that, all I could think of was fingering. It makes me wonder. It explains why I've always wondered about the word fingering. I eliminated spices, but go on to add some back in and see how I feel. Yeah, I've added a few, like garlic salt. I know oregano bothers me, so I won't use oregano. At least you're laying down now and staring at me. Before you were sitting up staring at me. You still mad at me? Don't you want to come to me so I can love on you? Don't act like you did something wrong. You did nothing wrong, baby. Seriously, you're okay. Nobody is. I keep it simple. A can of sardines or throw a steak in a pan with salt and pepper. Yeah, that's what I do too, John, but I want a birthday cake, so my birthday cake is going to be a meatloaf with a candle on it. So I'm making a meatloaf. Oh, you missed all the good stuff, Lisa. So this guy lost his finger, went to the doctor. The doctor cut off his dick and and sewed it on for the finger. And that's the story. That's what you missed. I don't know, you'll have to ask Michelle. I know, right? Oh, I use onion powder. Yeah, I do use onion powder, Mason. That'll go in my meatloaf. There is more stuff that my mother told me. I will probably get banned from YouTube if I say it. Uh, hello, Lisa B. I love these stories, Michelle. I think they're awesome. I bet your mom was a cool mom. Probably not, Nicky. His balls were used as someone else's ears, apparently, and my father had dick finger surgery a day after. Mason, my mother absolutely hated my father after he left her alone with me when she gave birth. She said all of these crazy stories about him, but apparently the dick finger thing is true. Hi, Bricken? Yeah, I figured that out after I said it. I'm like, is there someone else in here named Rick? How could a penis work for a finger? Maybe it stayed hard. Maybe they injected it with something and made it like silicone or something and it stayed hard. Nah. Ooh. Wiener finger. Some of us have never left it. Strange. I'm not seeing what you're reading. Okay, I'm back, and first thing I see is Wiener finger. You never know what we're going to talk about in this room. Never, never. For some reason, I heard a dick finger in my meatloaf. uh, yeah. Yes. Tell us more. Tell us more. We want stories. We want more. We're addicted to your mom. We love stories. Oh, that might be long enough. Sorry, zebra. Oh, what did I miss? Well, my mother said my father had no ass. He was given a horse ass. Sorry, zebra ass. Just wonder if Mason isn't actually Manson. Oh, I need to look this up. Let's go. Let's ask AI. Yeah, AI. Here we go. Is it possible to use a man's penis for a finger, for a missing finger? My cold is getting better. It's not as bad. My nose stopped running constantly, and I still have a cough, but that's not as bad. Ah. AI's response to this missing finger being replaced by a dick is, I love it. AI's response is, that's a wild thought experiment. In real medical practice, no. Surgeons don't replace a missing finger with a penis. But your question reminds me of something related. There is a procedure where surgeons temporarily attach an injured hand or finger to the groin area where the blood vessels near the blood vessels to keep it alive while waiting for reconstruction surgery. That's called a groin flap procedure. Later, the tissue is separated and reshaped into a finger. So I wonder if that's what happened. So, bottom line is this: the body parts aren't interchangeable in that sense, but doctors can do some remarkable tissue transfers and reconstructions to restore lost functions. Colds are no fun. No, they are not. Yeah, kind of. Uh, can you imagine them attaching your severed hand or a severed finger into your groin area because of the surface arteries are easier to attach? So does that mean that the finger can jack the wiener off? Probably. Oh yeah, his finger was a dick. Hmm. Why is the screen freezing here? Oh, I hope not. No, I don't want the screen to be freezing. Deep Thoughts by Jack Handy. Oh, baby is awake and barking. I need to leave. I will talk more about dicks and fingers tomorrow. Okay, talk to you tomorrow. Uh, no matter which way you think of it, it's always it always leaves me grinning. You're either way, you're either being fingered or you're being jacked off. One of the two. Apparently, my mother said it was 20 inches. Well, it sounds like they only had to take half of it off and left him like 12 inches. He had plenty of room for a finger. 20 inches. Ugh. Ticky head. But if that was true, who would be in Genesis? Love it. I gotta make another square. Ah, hey, baby. Hi, honey bunny. Hi, darling. Hi, darling. Oh, do you want to come love on Mama? Mama wants to love on you. She's not impressed. She's mad at me. I wouldn't pick my nose with that finger. Oh, gosh. It just keeps getting better. They're mad at you, know, when you're making a sweater. Yeah. She pouts. It's like ridiculous. She's such a pouter. just like a kid. Yes, you're like a kid. Hope he never had his finger slipped through the toilet paper. Sure. Oh, I know. Yep. Oh my God. The image. The image in my head. What an image, John, you gave me. Uh, well, at least we know he can wipe and other things. I can see it's keeping a lot of our minds occupied with this finger. Finger licking good? Uh, can't blame this one on me. No, ma'am, you can't. See, we can't be prime time, Amy. We can't do prime time here. Not in the, not the way we think in this this channel during our lives. After dark. Yep. Uh, Amy, what part of the story? The finger or the dick? Fun fact: Lorena Bobbitt's husband started porn after having it cut off and reattached. Yes, he did. He had to prove that it actually worked. Hi, Van. All right, guys, I gotta go get my daughter. I'll be back. Yeah, that whole story is crazy. I wonder if there was ever any repeat. You know how lots of crimes, people, they end up doing repeated crimes? I wonder if that one was ever repeated. If another woman cut off their husband's dick. Anyone see the movie of that? I know I did. Are you leaving, Lisa? Good night. Yeah, sweet dreams. Come see mommy. Would you like to come see mommy? I love you. Quite the change in subject matter tonight. Sometimes you never know, Cindy, what's going to happen here. You just never know. It even surprises me sometimes. The dog's name is Narwhal, aka the unicorn puppy. Whose dog is that, Kay? my God. Jen, did you see the name of those two movies that John Bobbitt made? The dog born with a tail on his head. One of the movies, Jen, get this. One of the movies. Well, the first one of them is Franken Penis. You know, like Frankenstein. Instead, it's Franken Penis. He only did two. The other one was John Wayne Bobbitt, uncut. Seriously, that's what it says. It's asking me, would you, would you like me to also tell you about those films, how they came about and how they were received? Uh, I can't believe I'm having a conversation about this. It was heavily marketed as proof that his anatomy was still working, which drove many curious. The film did sell decently in the adult video market, mostly because of the shock value and notoriety. Time to make some chicken bone broth helps within the fast in the first 72 hours. 63. I love I love chicken broth. So how long do you boil the chicken to get bone broth, chicken bone broth? I do too. I love broth. I even love drinking. Well, I did not on a carnivore diet. I don't, but make vegetable broth where you take all your leftovers. When I say leftovers, I mean all your end pieces and everything, and you freeze them. And then when you get a big bag full, you go ahead and boil them all. Like when you peel carrots, you take the peelings from the carrots. The same thing with Excuse me. Same thing with all your vegetables. Then you put them in a big pot and boil them. I used to do that too. Yeah, yeah. That's mainly what I used to make for use for it. But I used to like it just the same. It's great for like egg broth soup and that type of stuff. Ooh, that does sound good. I guess they cut Bob it short. Uh, Hi, honey. You gonna come out and see Mama? Come out and see Mama. Come on. Yeah, come see Mama. Oh, mm. Yeah, yeah. Mm. There, you get back in there. Yeah. Oh, goody. I'm glad you're not mad at me still. Yeah. Yeah, she was mad at me because I tried on her collar, on a harness collar. Yeah. You gonna go for a walk with mommy tomorrow? Productions. Yeah. Keep you warm, huh? Is that gonna keep you warm? Yeah. Put a little button right there. Yeah. Put that right there. Yeah, I think it's gonna come out lovely, darling. Yeah, it's gonna come out lovely. Yeah. Yeah. That didn't bother her too much. Seeing if it was too big or yeah. You're such a good girl. Yes, you are. You're such a good girl. Yeah. Oh. Butter lettuce. Mmm. I love lettuce. That's one thing I must say I do miss is salads because I used to eat a lot of salads. Even when I was on the American Standard Diet, I would eat a lot of salads. Not even with a lot in it, but I used to put in, you know, my own deal. I used to take like sour cream and add things to it, make my own dressings. Good night, Pania. I'm glad you came. Yes, and sweet dreams to you too. I hope you have some really sweet dreams. Mm. Yes, I missed you tonight. Yeah, you were mad at me most of the night. Yeah, I'm so glad you're not mad at me no more. Yeah, that's what I did when you mad at me. Yeah, I just want all kinds of good things for you. Yeah, Mommy loves you. You're my sweet baby. Yeah, you're my sweet baby. She's happy now. She's over getting being angry with me. Yes, you're over being angry. Yeah, that's good. I'm glad. Yeah, fur baby snuggles. Yeah. Yeah, I love it when you smile. You have such the prettiest smile. Yes, yes, you do. You have such the prettiest smiles. Yeah, you got such the prettiest smiles. You get such the prettiest smile. Yeah, you do. I may never go carnivore, but you definitely inspire me to get stricter. Um, I just have a lot of weight to lose, and I'm 65. Not sure how much time I have left, so I just don't want to spend it. I mean, even with what I'm doing so far, you know, yeah, I still have some mobility issues, but even that is so much better than it was 6 weeks ago. So, you know, even if I was to stop today, I'm not, but I'd still be happier. Ah, 30 pounds. 30 pounds. What's up with your feet? You never licked your feet like this much before. Do you got a boo boo? Do you got a boo boo? Can I look? Me too. I have way more to lose. I do well doing low carb or keto if I want to get a little stricter. Yeah. One of the things with doing low carb, keto, is you can bounce back to having some days carnivore, some days keto. I, I would think you could do that fine. I would think if you're, keto, to have some on a little bit of it. Let's put it that way. I don't know about everybody, but I know that I could. That's when I would slide over. Now I do carnivore 1 week out of the month, though, Teresa. Well, there you go. So you're already doing it. Yeah, if I get down like maybe another 60 pounds or so, I might do that. But we're talking months, weeks down the road, months down the road. Because it would be nice, even if it was just like, yeah, that's called carnivore, ketovore. Yeah, well, don't drink it so fast, honey. Is that what you want to do? You just want to lay in there and take a nap? Okay. I just wanted to make sure you weren't mad at me. So life is good. I've really liked eating the Mediterranean, but I just couldn't lose weight on it. I mean, I felt, it's like I at the beginning of it I did lose some, but then I just would stall and couldn't get it to work. But she's, I must say, I loved eating, the wheat bread with some um, olive oil and avocado. Oh, put that avocado and olive oil on that toast. Yummy. But I'm not gonna say I'm never gonna have that again. I might be able to have it once in a while, occasional. If I can lose, I want to get down like another 50, 60 pounds at least before I start having something like that. Yeah. Yeah, when I first found keto, first I did Atkins, and then I found keto more. And my mistake when I was gaining weight on keto, but I believed in all that stuff. Like I could eat those snacks fine, and the ice cream bar is fine, and I couldn't lose any weight, and I couldn't figure out why because I was eating all that stupid Atkins, you know, stuff, thinking that I could, be fine with eating one or two a day or something. And no, you can't. Yeah. But see, it's easy when you love bacon and eggs. I've always loved just having bacon and eggs. So it's like, okay, so now I got to extend it to another meal. But yeah, yep, exactly. Yeah, because I had his book and I was doing the stuff in the book, but I was thinking because all the stuff had his name on it that it was good to eat, and it just wasn't. Oh yeah, no, he wouldn't allowed all that. He was probably turning in his grave when he realized what his family did. Oh, hello, darling. Hello, darling. Yeah, the family is what did it. I don't think they really understood that they ruined the Atkins name because Atkins diet would have lived on, and keto probably would have been Atkins if it weren't because they sold it and the big corporations made all those cookies and junk shit that turned into just being shit. They weren't healthy at all, right? Right? You're such a good girl. Yeah. You are. Ugh. Ugh. Boy, aren't you happy now? Jeez. It's a shame, really. A shame. Oh, yeah. I remember that. Whatever happened? I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Are you in here? Baby. Baby. Oh, you're in the house. All right. All right, who's Jimmy Moore? I know who Sam Walton is, of course. Now, why would. That's funny. Sam Walton is the one that made Walmart, if I remember right. I don't know the full story, but, and I'm sure it's not all of it, but actually, people in the community get giving him a lot of shit. I think it's been 12 years he got off the internet or close to it. What the? Are you talking about Brian Biggs? What happened? Um, Brian Biggs. Brian Biggs was the Oh, Brian Biggs passed away in 2018. Friends and fans remember him not just for Butter slogan, but also for his big personality, storytelling, and sense of humor. After his death, tributes online and local hospitals called him a friend to everybody and a man who could make anyone laugh. Yeah, I do. I used to have three, and I used to be able to make my TV that's up here my computer screen, but I didn't bother when I moved 2 years ago. So I can have this one, and then I have that one. But I used to have three, and then the fourth being my TV, and that could turn into. Yeah, I used to. I've read Jason Fung's books. That's how I got into intermittent fasting. Was I watched his videos and read his book. Well, howdy, friends. You know what makes green beans taste like heaven? A big old dollop of butter. You know what makes cornbread melt in your mouth? That's right, butter. Butter's been making folks happy since before your granny had her first cast iron skillet. But here's the thing nobody tells you: butter makes your pants fall off. This one here, this screen here, I keep just for all of granny stuff on this YouTube. That over there is my non channel, and I go to people and visit usually other people's YouTube on that account. So both sides, even though it's on the same computer, they're both different Google accounts. So this one's Granny's, and that one's Barb T. But yeah, I used to have three. I used to play a game, watch a movie, and explore the internet. Yeah, something like that. Like I watch like some crochet videos and stuff. I'll watch as Barbara T or Barb T actually. If I was going to do carnivores going into, I'll use grandma's. But I usually never say anything. If you don't say anything, your name doesn't come up. I just go to listen and crochet. But what are you doing? Where are you? What are you doing, baby? Where are you? Oh, you're over there. Oh, you're all right. Just didn't know what you were doing. This is the guy I'm talking to, and I never heard he passed away. A couple of years ago. He was still alive. Yeah, he died in 2018. Let's see, how did Butter Bob Briggs Oh, Butterbob Briggs, the keto YouTube guy, is alive and just inactive on live. And then Brian Biggs. Yeah, I thought they were the same thing. The butter makes your pants fall off. Ad personality passed away in 2018. So there's two. It's two different people. Welcome back, Nikki. So according to this, it sounds like it's two different people. No, they're the same people. One says he died in 2018. The other one, yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, AI is confused. Strange. Yeah, AI is making it out that they're different people. One passed away, and one's just um, been keeping a low profile. Would you like some of this? Would you like some of this? Back when he stopped his channel, they were censoring everybody. Shut Dr. Maricola down. They took down a lot of people. Did everybody? Did anybody ever follow? Asked the pharmacist. He was also getting a lot of hate and harassment too, John, from people. What are you confused about, Nikki? Do you remember back in the day, Nikki, of, of a guy saying he ate butter and it made his pants fall off? His name was Bob Biggs. with Bob Briggs. But John's talking about someone who had complications of surgery. I don't know who he's talking about there. So, yeah, we're talking about him. Well, he ended up losing a lot of weight, of what I gathered. He lost 145 pounds in 14 months. So he was like the original convict, basically. That was 11 years ago. First, first month, he lost 90 pounds. Yeah, he's got a lot of videos. you guys hear that? Long song. Well, I know I'm assuming she's back. I don't know if she's still driving or what. She went to go pick her daughter up uh, at the airport. A lot not salt. The first year I lost 175 pounds. That's a lot of weight. 175. So what was your original weight, Jen? If you don't mind me asking. What was you on your highest? I was over 400. I never knew exactly, except for I was heavier than what my scale was. Yeah. Mhm. I started at I started at 326 down to 230. Yeah, she came out. I pulled her out, and then I started kissing her, and she was fine. From the first 367 pounds down to 225. I then went up to 257, then now at 197. Yeah, I went from somewhere over 400, and I don't know exactly how much, down to 284, and then I went back up to 336, and now I'm trying to get it down. Well, thank you, Zoe. Yeah, she's my little star. Mm, aren't you? Aren't you, Mama's little star? Yeah. I wish my videos did as good as her shorts. She's got some that are like 30,000 views. Like, really? But I'm not as cute as she is. No, I'm not as cute as you are. Right, you want to get in there? Get in there then. I know that's not what you want. I know that's not what you want. Actually, you don't know, but when I got a scale that weighed heavy people up to 700, I was at 575. So I most likely weighed around 600 or more because I was doing low carb before I got weighed. Oh, wow, Jen. Dogs would rule the world if they had. What are you doing? What are you doing? I know where you want to go, and I'm not going to let you go there. Yeah, I know. I know what you want. I know. Yep, she would. You want to go in there? Yeah, that is fantastic. John's is too. Ugh, and so isn't Nikki's. You'll do it again. Right? You crying? Is you crying? When I heard, yeah, we all understand about losing a bunch of weight, gaining it back, losing a bunch of weight, gaining it back. Yeah, it does. All right, one more. I'm just gonna have one. Then we'll fill them back up. Yeah, 12 years ago there was no support. You're right on that, John. And because of the internet, it's easy to get with people. Is that what you want? You want to get back under there? Ugh. You talk about ones from back in the day, Grandma. Mm. They have good ones now, but back then it was hard to come by good support. Do you realize how cute you are? You're just so adorable. Egg and get hard, People look at, they have three heads when you ask them for help. What are you doing? Uh, How about if I take my sweater off and I just lay it over you? Ugh, would that be easier for you, baby? Ugh. Egg and get hard. People look at you like you have three heads when you ask them for help. That's why I want to open up a support group where people come in and help each other at a round table. Yeah, I get it. I get it, John. I agree with you 100%. There's not enough support nowadays to go through some of this stuff. This is like, this is real severe type stuff, being overweight and being alone and feel isolated. It's real and it happens. And then a lot of people, they never leave their house. So even going to a place, whether it was the high school or whatever, to go in the gym to have a support group or some community center or the library. No, a lot of people that are isolate themselves because they're such big people aren't even go do something like that. Yeah. I mean, it's needed, especially for those that are willing to, go there. Yeah. Weight locks me in, makes me so I don't want to go anywhere. And then once you, all it takes is for you to be locked in for like a couple of months, and then it turns into a couple of years, and before you know it, 5 years have gone by, and you stop living life. Well, it's definitely a good idea because it is needed, but it's not gonna save everybody because a lot of real big women or big people don't want to leave their house for various reasons. Anxiety plays a big part. Shame and guilt plays a big part. They're embarrassed, and then they got to deal with what ifs. What if they break a chair? That keeps me sometimes. Yeah, sad because you believe in what they tell you to be true when it's not. Oh, you believe that Cheerios is healthy, that it's great for your heart, and oatmeal and all these things, and then you find out years later that what you've been eating was very harmful to your health. Not wasn't helpful. Yeah, we're all dope addicts. Not so much a dope, but a dope addict. It's hard working with others. They rely on their doctors too much, thinking that they're gonna get the support from them. Yeah. I struggled with that, John, because the doctors that I was dealing with a year and been about a year and a little over a year and a half, was totally against what I believed. I was having such a hard time, I would say something like, "Well, I don't see it that way. I see it this way." And he'll say, "Well, you're wrong." It's like, yeah, we all see them as gods and they're not. I mean, there's some good ones out there though. Hi, Casey. It's just that I haven't been able to find them, so I don't go to doctors. When you go to a heart specialist and he doesn't even check your heart, doesn't even check your blood pressure, and you tell him, "Well, I have high blood pressure, so my other doctor sent me here, referred me to you," and he says, "Yeah, you need to lose weight," and sends you off. Doesn't even check my heart or nothing. But yet he was there to collect about $500. Yep, or they put you on a diet, the diabetic diet, which is rice, white rice, and a piece of bread, and maybe have a bagel. Has you eating all this stuff, and you're like, wait a minute, I can't eat none of that stuff. What are you talking about? This is the American diabetic diet. No, it's not. You can have a half a banana. No, I can't have any bananas. There's too much sugar in it. And when I explain to them, about the ketovore diet, oh, that's just too dangerous. Blah 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 blah. So that's my when it comes to doctors. That's my thing. It's just they pass the buck. Yeah, I was like, yeah, no. Uh, and then she wanted me to come back because I wasn't believing her shit. Well, we need to have you come back weekly and we'll go over all the things that you ate. It's like, no, ain't gonna happen. Yeah, exactly, Cindy. Now that we know they're full of shit and we go in there and they start saying all this stuff, you're like, no, no, don't tell me this. The stuff that she was having me, you know, drinking fruit juice, and I'm like, what? Yeah, have a glass of apple juice with your breakfast. Yeah, take this shot. Take these pills. Take this shot, and you find out the shot costs $1,800 a month. It's like, what? Don't give me a prescription that. And so I go back to the doctor saying, yeah, they won't take my insurance doesn't pay for it. And he goes, well, here, try these coupons. Yeah. I don't even use my insurance anymore. I have to pay 150 something bucks a month, but yet it doesn't pay for anything. I don't even know why I have it. Just to say I have it, I guess, because it doesn't pay for anything. Yeah, this world has gone so bad, so wrong. Everything's about money. Nothing nowadays is is good. It's not good for people nowadays. Even insurance is just a joke. Do you realize how much insurance that we pay out? We pay for house insurance, health insurance, car insurance. The list of, insurances is like through the roof. We pay out so much money for all this shit. And we never use it. And God forbid if you have to use it after not using it for 10 years, they increase your insurance. It's just a one great big huge joke. Yeah, yeah. Even though you have a problem regulating your blood sugars, they see it as something stupid, even though that's not yet, you've got a condition. They don't care. Yeah, they don't want you to get better, only to manage the problems. Yeah, that's what people like Dr. Berry and others get bombarded with hate because they're not like the traditional ones. My doctors called the police on me because they got upset that I was speaking truth. Yeah, I bet. My doctors called the police on me. Oh, there it is. Crazy. World's totally different nowadays. I hate all the meds I have to take, but we are trying to fix one thing at a time. Sometimes I wonder if they're actually giving us meds that actually help. Yeah, exactly, John. It was cheaper for me to run my own labs and pay for my own doctor visits when I needed them than for me to buy insurance because I own my own business. Yep. I know it's been fucking hell for me. It's journey the last 15 years. I wouldn't wish it on my enemies. No charges. It was just the hospital security police, but they did have police uniforms on. Couldn't charge me for anything. All I did was raise my voice. It's a strange world in which we live. I have a back of a 90-year-old at the age of 54, but had I not gotten surgery at 14, my kids would have been here, wouldn't have been here. Oh, yeah, they called security on me once. Their pills caused me to feel suicidal in Maine. They put me on a 72-hour hold till I recovered. Wow, now that's crazy. Hello, YTFP Chris. I'll tell you what, between chat, GTP, and a continuous glucose monitor, they have been the biggest tool ever. Yeah, I'm really liking the GPT or GTP. Well, that isn't what I mean. Never mind. Tired, falling asleep. No, I haven't seen her. Oftentimes she just sits in the room too, so I'm wondering if maybe she hasn't been doing that. What do you think so far? No, it's going to be a doggy sweater. I'm going to put a strap going for the belly under here, and then this over here is going to have. I don't see her. I don't see her. Oh, I think it's cute, but don't. But I don't think you're gonna get her to wear it. I know, right? I'm gonna try. Yeah, I think so too. It's gonna be a little doggy sweater for my little doggy. Everything is always either. Everything's always too big. Oh, she's gonna be so mad at me. I just know it. She's gonna be mad. I'm hoping she enjoys it. Her true problem is she doesn't like anything that goes over her head. But I'm hoping with a sweater it's not going to go over her head that she might let me put it on her or it'll be easier to put it on her. That's what I'm hoping. He doesn't like weird clothes. Ah, hi, Zach. It's been a while. Oh, I'm gonna wait a little bit longer. Probably about another 15 minutes. Oh, we were talking about dressing a dog. I'm making a sweater, and she doesn't think that the dog will wear it. I'm being hopeful though. I am being hopeful that she will, but she probably won't. What I bluff about was my cortisol. It was all messed up. Then they wouldn't look at my food logs of 6 months. Then called me a liar and said that they couldn't help me out because they didn't know anything about that stuff. You're being hopeful. I'm being honest. That dog does not like to wear clothes. I know. Yeah, she's always cold. So I thought I'd make her a sweater. I was just being hopeful. Maybe a cape. It's gonna have it's gonna have a button here, and it's gonna have a strap going under her belly. Yeah, and her head will come out of here. Ah, good idea, Chris. Very good idea. I'll have to make her a little pocket, put treats in it. Yeah, really. I like that you specified cardigan. Those always have the best pockets. Yep. So I told them, so you gave me a heart condition, got my diabetes wrong. Now you tell me you don't know what you're doing, then call me a liar. Nowadays, I don't really think doctors are what they used to be. You know, doctors should be more like detectives or investigators of your health, and then help you get better. But they don't. They want an easy fix. They want to just give you meds to get rid of the symptoms. They're not about they don't want nothing to do with looking at 6 months worth of facts and investigate. They're not going to do that. You go to them because you got heartburn. They're just gonna give you medicine to help with the heartburn, not what why you have the heartburn. They don't care. They just want to give you a med to help you with the heartburn. Yeah. Yep. Exactly. Everybody's gonna get rich. They all work together. I swear. They all get a piece of the action. I could sleep in my own bed tonight. Ooh. Where have you been sleeping? Oh, your daughter was away. Casey's bed with her dog. Aw, you're lucky. Yeah. So far, I haven't found one in Ohio that I even liked. I honestly think I lucked out, but then again, I can't pronounce or spell half of my doctor's names. Uh, I do 6 to 8 hours a day of medical study, so I know about what to do. I don't know. I kind of cut from the medical background too, so I kind of know. Okay, I'm falling asleep. Yeah, so I'll only be this live tomorrow night. Just this one at 10 o'clock. Well, good night, everyone. Good night, Cindy, Zach. Thank you, Zach. Sweet dreams to you, too. Night, Jen, and night, Nikki. Thank you guys for all being here. You too, John. And anyone else that I might have missed. Who else? I'm not even sure who else is still even here. So good night to all of you. Good night. Thank you for showing up. Bye bye.